Wow, I look so pretty on that photo. Hello, everybody. Do you hear me well? Yeah. It's me again. You can start. Yes, so I have been here before. This is my third time being a speaker for PechaKucha. Thank you for having me again. I'm Bulgarian by birth. I grew up in Canada, lived all over the place, mainly in the Netherlands, and I'm moving to Spain in 3 days. So good that you got me before I moved. My education, event planning, business administration, marketing, and graphic design. This is a little bit about what I have been doing, but many things. I've written a sci-fi book. Basically, most of my work revolves around world building. It's very colorful, very fluid, and I've been producing art events, but mainly I am an artist. And now a few images of my artworks. I'm kidding, this was the first presentation. If you want to see my artwork, just go on my website. This presentation will be more like this, yeah? More about other things. So have you ever felt like you're seeing yourself wrong, but you don't know why? Well, that was very fast. Let me talk about 2024, the glitch. I'm just gonna read a bit my notes. I want to talk about something very simple, how what we see and what we believe isn't always real. So there's gonna be a few quotes along in this presentation. Do you know how old you will be by the time you learn to play the piano? The same age you will be if you don't. So let's start. Is that better? Yeah?
You're too close to the microphone.
Okay. So 2024, what a year of rejections for me. My reality and my identity was so distorted from what others thought about me. A little bit of science. Did you know that your brain doesn't really show you reality? Basically, our daily behaviors is beliefs, habits, and memories that we have learned. But we can unlearn that, and we can unbelieve that. Speaking about failure, by the way. And my reality got very edited. The file got completely corrupted, error user not found, and my mirror was so distorted. So, let me see the next slide. 2025, it does get better. This was my year of recoding. So, here is what I like about the creator. That his trees are crooked, mountains are lumpy, a lot of his creatures are funny looking, and he made it all anyway. And he still does, by the way. Would you demand the leaves to be a certain way and the clouds to be uniformly arranged themselves by size? So in 2025, I stepped out, I paused, and I just observed. I really stopped trying to fix everything, and most importantly, I stopped taking advice from others on how to fix everything. Wait a minute, I'm supposed to be the artist here, and I'm supposed to be the world builder. So I was gonna fix this by myself. Am I an imperfect creature? Are you guys? Obviously, duh. So why the hell are we trying to live the perfect life? I actually took 9 months of investigating, as you can see in those images, and unrooting these limited beliefs that I have been taught. There is a woman in my book club that exclaimed, 9 months is literally your rebirth. You rebirthed yourself. So obviously it took me some time. I would just stare at my materials and I wouldn't touch them. I thought I've given up on them once, so I didn't feel worthy to rejoin this flow. But what happened eventually is I completely surrendered. I accepted my failure and I stopped fighting. So no more job applications. The resolution that I got to was not perfect. The job that I found was not for me, but it doesn't matter. It was still movement, even if it was in the wrong direction. I have rejoined the flow. And now let's speak a little bit about this year. This is not a race. There is no race, and you are not late. I actually heard this in a song a few weeks ago in Marbella, in Spain, when I was painting a terrace on the balcony. And I wanted to ask you, when was the last time you did something badly on purpose? When was the last time you actually allowed yourself to suck at something? I began pointing my mirror to people who cheered for me and seeing forgotten truths, actually I began choosing the truths that I was seeing. And things actually started responding. That leads me to a quote: make one step towards God, or whatever you believe in, towards the Creator. Just have faith in yourself and in your dreams, and you will find that He has made 1,000 steps towards you. This is exactly what I experienced. This is a very blurry slide, but these are some of the exercises more concretely that I did these 9 months. And if you want to have any information, I'm not gonna be a car salesman here and tell you the tools I used. I want this to be a little bit more in depth, but you can always speak to me after. Okay, where are we? So if you could redesign how you experience yourself, and you can, by the way, what would you change? So I stopped trying to repair the reflection in my mirror, and I've really entered the dance full force. It is swirling. As of right now, I have a few projects lined up in Barcelona, in Malaga, in Ukraine. I have work in Belgium, and I am the ambassador for Time for Heroes, which I want to speak about in the next slide. And I'm also building some creative recovery workshops, which maybe you are my test bunnies for right now. So this is the initiative that I'm an ambassador for, Time for Heroes. It's a European project for designers and visual artists. I invite you all to check out the website. It's about sustainable design, collaborations, open calls, mentoring, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. Okay, almost there. So the 3 pillars of my creative recovery, or the redesign of my life: self-compassion, acceptance and surrender, and finally play. When I was Googling images of messy play, it was always children. So this is honestly essential for my recovery, to reconnect to this artist child, to make sure it's listened, make sure I give it an outlet, allowing it to make mistakes and to make a mess. Finally, this is me, my contact, and maybe the presentation was not perfect, but that's totally the point, because I'm still learning, like Michelangelo. Don't forget, it always looks like a mess before it looks like a miracle. Ooh, thank you.